So back up over there is the steam oven where we do our cooking. These are some tenting areas, and then over here is the pool. Morning. So I thought I'd show you the pool today. This is where I hang out a lot. It's my happy place. I usually come in here once every day, but sometimes twice. And when I first moved in, it was 3 times for about the first several months. So yeah, I like it here. This pool is about 35 degrees Celsius, so it's a little bit under body temperature, but it's still nice and warm compared to the air. The other pool over there with the fountain is a bit hotter. It tends to be about 39 or 40 degrees. So that's not one for hanging out in for a long time, because you can easily get dizzy. Plus you have to keep well hydrated, of course, because yeah, it just does your head in otherwise. So these 2 pools are fed by the water that comes out of the bore well, and it goes through some heat exchangers to warm up the radiator water and the shower water, and then it ends up here after it's been cooling down for probably almost a whole day since it's come out of the ground, because it comes out at boiling temperature, and of course you've seen the steam that comes off it at that point for the cook box. So the hottest water comes in over there at the other pool, and then we have the pump with the fountain that actually pumps hot water from that pool into this pool. It comes out in the middle over here. It just looks like a bath drain there, and that I can feel it now. It's coming out hot, and that keeps this one warm, and then it pumps back out and comes out in the fountain over there, which is just lukewarm, so that again will cool down the hottest water before it goes into that pool at a sustainable temperature. So there is one other pool, but it's not open today because we're really not busy. As you can see, there's nobody here at the moment, but it's probably because it's the morning as well. There tends to be less people in the morning that come in here. Certainly in the holidays and when it's busy, we'll open the 3rd pool, and I'll show you that one day. You may have seen a picture of it somewhere. It's got lovely murals on the wall, and it's a bigger pool. So here we are. I thought it was going to be dry this morning, but I woke up to droplets on the window. But I came outside and it's actually kind of foggy. It's not cold though, so I'm probably going to walk into town. I want to go to the library. I've been wanting to go for a little while now, so today is the day, I think. Not sure how I'm feeling about that whole perpetual stew idea at the moment. When I ate it last night for the first time, it was so dense and thick, and the flavour was just so strong. Maybe I put too much miso in. I'm not giving up on it just yet. I think maybe I need to add a bunch more water, make it thinner somehow, and of course that'll dilute the flavour as well. But also it needs more texture, and I'm wondering what I can put in it that will not disintegrate after being cooked even for just one day. Now there were chunks of potato in it, but I couldn't recognise the leek or the onion or the lentils. They were just all part of the mush, and once I pulled apart the meat and mixed that in as well, you couldn't tell it was there either, and it didn't have a whole lot of flavour. Maybe I should have gone for the expensive bacon bun. That would have given it some more flavour. Well, I still can, you see. Once this is eaten down a bit, I can grab a bacon hock and stick that in there, maybe. So I'm not generally a fan of pork, but perhaps I'll use some beef first that I have in the freezer once the level gets down to be replaced. Well, the beef will be good because it's a cut that doesn't fall to pieces, so that will stay quite well as a texture. I find myself wanting more greens as well, but that would be a case of just putting them in and eating them the same day or the next day at the latest, because those would definitely go super mushy because they only take half an hour to cook in the first place. So we'll try that today. I think today I had planned to eat lunch and dinner out of the pot. The thought of it's kind of not that appetizing right now because it's so strong, but maybe I can mix some water with it, as I'm serving it up, or add something crunchy to the bowl instead of to the pot. That might work, so we'll give that a go. So today I'm just gonna head over to the library for a wander, get my daily walk in that way as well. It's probably not quite half an hour to walk there. See if they've got the book that I was wanting and wander back. I don't know if I need my umbrella. It's just fog, it's not really rain. Oh well. If I get rained on, that's fine. I'm waterproof, as you can see. So I'll catch you back later on when we see what we can do about lunch from that pot of mine. Alright. Oh, and by the way, that is not dirt. That is so this fluffy manganese residue that comes from the minerals in the water. It's actually got no substance, so if you try and reach for it, you can't actually grasp anything. It's just this fluffy stuff. So, it's lunchtime now. It's turned out quite sunny after all that. And I'm going to try and change the flavour of today's lunchtime serving with this single serve of instant tomato soup powder. I think tomato should go alright with miso and the rest of the things in there, just to dilute it down a bit because it's really quite strong. This is for later. I really want some greens, so I've got some frozen spinach there, which I intend to eat tonight. Take it right out again so it doesn't get too squishy, and that is some kumara that I found in the back of the freezer that really needs to be used, so I'm going to chuck that in there after I take out a serving of currant mix to go with my tomato soup. Alright, let's do it. Just going to mix this around a bit and see what it tastes like. It's good that I added so much water yesterday because this has become a lot more liquid than it was last night. There you go. So let's see what that tastes like. And I don't expect it to be super hot because the water I mixed with the soup powder was not hot. So here we go. Oh, that's really good. Temperature's perfect. It's still got chunks and bits and pieces in there from yesterday. I can see some of the leek, which I couldn't yesterday. Alright, good stuff. See you at dinner. Good evening. It's turned really wet today. Thankfully we've got a little roof over the cooker here, but you might hear some raindrops. So what I'm going to do tonight is I've got a spoon with holes, and I'm going to fish out some solids from this broth and leave the liquids to brew another day. I have read that this is what some of the oldest existing continual stews do, that they take out the solids, leave the liquids. And I've had soup a couple of times now. It was good, but I'm feeling like a more solid dinner. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put some new stuff in. I forgot my glove. There's a public one here, but I prefer to use my own for hygiene reasons. But I think I'll be alright if I just scrunch up my raincoat in there. It's got a fleece layer underneath, so I'm not lifting anything out, so it should be fine. Let's give it a go. Don't know if you can see the pot now from that angle, maybe a little bit. I can't. So, time for the new stuff to go in. You guessed it, more leeks, and oh, gotten all blurry here, have we? And some more potatoes and carrots. I'm just going to toss that in. The lid back on. And that lid back on. Hopefully the steam will start to clear now that the lid is back on. Yeah, that looks a little better, doesn't it? Alright, so get this back inside, and I might add some things to that tonight as well. Hi, sunshine. Alright, there we go. So my spoon with holes didn't really get as much liquid out of this as I was hoping. So it's still quite soupy looking, but it's got some solid bits in it. So I'm going to adjust the flavour with some aioli. This is my favourite kind of aioli. It's called holy aioli, and it's made here in New Zealand. It's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to dump some of that on there, and also some of these extra special German fried onions. No, not too much, because these are obviously deep fried, but they're crunchy, so they're gonna give it a bit of crunch. So in Germany you find these often served on top of pasta dishes. And so I got this at the little shop that is just down the road from me here. Reduced to clear. They often sell things that other shops don't. I got the aioli there as well, actually. I don't know. Anyway, so here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's alright. Good stuff. Aioli makes everything better. That's for sure. Who am I kidding? Garlic makes everything better. This is the book I got from the library today. The Three-Body Problem. I've been wanting to read it for a while. The book has won awards and stuff, and I understand it's on Netflix now. But I prefer to read than watch, so I'm going to read this. I haven't started it yet. So that does for today. I will read and eat and head back to the pool and catch you tomorrow for the next round of stew.